Today FM.
Auckland's listening.
A quick Google search suggests that the average cost of a wedding in New Zealand is around $30,000. And that's just the average. So the launch of a new app called My Celebrant helps couples not only plan their wedding, but keeps track of payments and invoices, as well as helping find the perfect person to officiate on the big day. It's likely going to be enthusiastically embraced by those looking to tie the knot. Here to explain more is the founder of the app and wedding celebrant herself, Victoria Thomas. Morena, Victoria, thank you very much for joining us. Tell us about the app. What makes it unique? What does it do?
Kia ora. Thank you so much for having me. My Celebrant is a mobile app and web-based platform designed specifically for New Zealand celebrants like myself to manage our business with everything that we need in one place. It's also a platform for people to search and connect with their dream celebrant to plan their ceremony. So essentially it's a one-stop shop, accessible on your phone, your laptop or any connected device, available anywhere, anytime.
We covered recently. What do you think most couples want to get out of the product?
So I guess from my perspective as a celebrant, I want couples to be able to plan their dream ceremony with ease. Wedding planning can be so overwhelming. There's a lot to think about. My Celebrant eliminates that stress for couples. It's free for people who want to book a celebrant. They can browse a wide range of profiles on our directory, which is steadily growing, using filtering options to check that the celebrant is actually available in the location that they want. Then they can easily make contact and book directly through the app. But the best part of the app for couples is then having a shared platform with their celebrant to plan their wedding together. So they've got access to their contract, their invoice, a to-do list, resources like bell guides. And they can also use the chat box to communicate with each other whenever they need to. So it makes the process super easy for them.
And did you have a tech background, Victoria? How did you even kind of come up with something like this?
I don't have a tech background at all. I'm actually a primary school teacher by trade. So my Celebrant was a small seed of an idea that came about because I couldn't find anything that already exists to meet all of my needs as a celebrant. Even as somebody who's really organised, I knew that there had to be a better way of managing my workload. So this little seed grew into a conversation. It grew into drawing it out on paper. And then one day I received a marriage license for one of the couples I was officiating for, and the groom's occupation was listed as software developer. So it was meant to be. Being recently engaged, he went through the process of planning a wedding while developing the app with me. So he's got a really good understanding of what's needed from the couple's perspective.
I was kind of shocked at how much money people are spending on weddings, $30,000 on average. Is this going to help lower the cost? I suppose if you're keeping track of things, maybe you're less inclined to let things blow out?
I guess what's really interesting for me is I've noticed a few changes in terms of what couples are actually wanting when they tie the knot. So I became a celebrant myself in 2019 after my now husband and I returned from our OE, and we had this incredible summer of weddings, including our own. But particularly over the last couple of years when we've had these lockdowns and restrictions, I've noticed that couples really want to have weddings that reflect their story and what's important to them. So couples are now making their own traditions. If they want to have a massive party with every person that they know, then they absolutely can do that. But weddings don't have to be expensive. They can get married with just their two witnesses and their dog if they want.
Dog,
there's very little in the way of... Yeah, absolutely. I've had lots of weddings where people have had their pets involved. So there's very little in the way of legal requirements that have to be adhered to, which means that celebrants, can work really closely with their couples to create a ceremony that's unique and special for them. It doesn't have to be super expensive. The beauty of being a marriage celebrant in Aotearoa is that weddings are so diverse.
Amazing. Hey, Victoria, thank you very much and all the best with your app. That's Victoria Thomas. She is a wedding celebrant and also founder of the app My Celebrant, which is helping, as she says there, people better organise their weddings, stay across things and develop the bespoke wedding that